Back to the action here at the Paddy Power Poker Tournament, where the blinds are 1 and 200, and we've still 22 fighting it out.
My name is Alan McLean. I'm 44 and I'm a bookmaker.
What sort of player would you describe yourself as?
Recreational player, definitely. Playing in competitions only in the last 2 years.
The cards are in the air. It'll be Denise Fouchardi first to speak. 200 if you want to call.
We have to be here properly. If you're at the dining table, no elbows. Call.
And she does. Denise with a rebound pot. She's won one recently.
No.
She'll try to keep her roll going. Fold it around. The blinds are in. That's Alan McLean and Christie. And Christie shorted the pot, it looks like. He didn't realize the blinds were up. He owes 50 more with that piece of trash. 10-4, not good in anyone's book. But he's got the flop for free, and they're three-way.
Check. Check.
A lot of possibilities out there. Christie's picked up a straight draw. Jack would make him something sweet. Check, check, check. Oh, that's Denise. That's a pretty hand, but it hasn't matched the flop as of yet. Now it's Christie betting the turn card for 600. That is a massive bluff. But he might get away with it. Denise has laid her hand down. Alan McLean folding up shop. And Christie, Rourke, all over with the bluffing tonight. He hasn't found a hand that we've seen, but his chips are rising.
It's up to Crazy Daisy to speak first.
Just go with the messages. Back in an hour. Half an hour.
Daisy's been going a little bit backwards lately, and he'll lay them down.
Frank McGuigan to speak.
Action on Frank. He says no. Around
Christie
to
on the
Christie, who's been very aggressive so far. He continues that trend. 500 raise, and Liam, that's why. Two cards, two face cards, ace, queen, auction on the clamper. It'll be 300 to call on Derek, and Liam, that's something to consider. It's the ace-10 suited.
Certainly is.
He's laid them down. A very disciplined fold by Derek Clamper Williams. He sussed out that Christie might have had a bigger ace and did not want to contest. That's the mark of a good tournament player, isn't it, Liam?
Yep. In actual fact, Derek was the runner-up to David Cleary in the Irish tournament a few months back. So he's playing very well.
There's three tables. We're watching the main one here. Derek Williams on the button. Frank McGuigan to speak under the gun. He says fold, and it'll move around the table in a clockwise fashion.
Derek Williams is raising.
800 now to play.
Derek has announced 800 to play. It's a raise of 600. Folded to the big blind. Stormin Norman to decide he does not want to compete. Another pot for Derek Williams.
Now the button is on Daisy, and it'll be Alan McLean to speak first.
Push the pot, move the button, post the blinds, 100, 200, 200 to call for the new hand.
Jesse, you notice Derek had an ace-10 that time. He raised with it, but the previous time he had ace-10, he didn't call a raise.
Poker is not a game of what cards you have. It's what cards everyone else has, isn't it?
That's right.
And Derek, in good form, has very good ESP right now.
He definitely is. It's up to Derek now to call it.
Raise coming.
He's raising.
He's in a good groove right now. He says raise again. This is about his third pot in a row. It's 900. Liam, that's a huge hand. It's 900. He might get some action here. People might not believe he could have two big hands in a row. And sure enough, Stormin Norman called from the small blind. This could be trouble for Norman. Flop comes 10 high, and Norman's got top pair. He's gone all in. Liam, that's a massive bet. It's more chips than Derek has.
1925 bet to Derek.
1925 on Derek. That is most of his chips. He's got 2 kings. We know he's leading, but he doesn't know that. 2 cards to come, but Derek in the lead. Unfortunately, he's under pressure. He'll have to call 1900 in chips if he wants to see.
That's a great bet from Norman.
Boy, I'll say he's put the decision on Derek. Derek was pleased as punch to see those kings early, and now he's looking at them like they're a load of goo.
Oops, he's calling.
He's announced call.
He's called.
He's going to be happy to see Storman's cards, but we've got an all-in situation here, Liam.
Derek has only 1725 in chips left, so Norman cannot be knocked out of the tournament.
Derek Williams is the player all in with 2 kings. Stormin Norman has 2 10s, but there are still 2 cards to come. There'll be no more betting right now. We'll just see the turn and river. Ace, no change. A 9 or a 10 would have gotten the pot for Stormin, but Derek's hand holds up. Kings and 3s beating 10s and 3s, and Liam, Stormin Norman is now the shortest stack at the table.
Norman Walsh, 45, bus driver with Dublin Bus. And I first got into poker through a friend of mine who opened a small casino in Dublin. I was dealing a few games in there for him, and then I progressed to playing.
Raise coming.
Pinstriped and white. They call him the Clamper because he's in traffic management. New hand, it's Denise all in. She's looking serious. It's the big slick. Better than almost anything before the flop.
All of a 200.
Stormin Norman's gonna take her on all in. And they've got the same hand. He's on the button. It'll be folded around. Denise will get some change. But they're both all in.
Yeah. Chop it up.
Ace king.
Stormin Norman has the ace king as well. This will be a split pot unless one of them makes a fluke flush. We've got a C5. No, it's all over. Same hand. 2 kings with an ace kicker, and this pot gets chopped down the middle. Norman lives to fight another day. Denise gets her money back as well.
Denise has the only chance of winning this pot because she has the ace of hearts to go with the 2 hearts on the table. When the 5 of clubs comes on the 4th street, neither player can win the pot. The winning hands are a pair of kings with the ace kicker with Queen Jack.
Casualty on table 2. That's David Cleary. He doesn't look happy. David is a former Irish Open champion, but he'll have to watch from the sidelines.
Best side, best profile.
Alan McLean is on the button. Christy Roke is on the small blind. Denise is on the big blind, and it's up to Derek Williams to speak first.
The blinds are 100, 200 at the Paddy Power Poker Tournament. There's 100,000 in chips on the table, but we're playing until one person has all of them. The Clamper, as they call him, is one of the chip leaders right now. He says call.
Call. Pass. Hold. Pass. 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 Option.
No checking with the nuts.
Three-way for 200 each. 700 in the pot. Flop to come. And it's ace high. That's a razor's flop, of which there were none so far. Denise checks. Derek William to act. And he's announced.
Daisy is bet.
There's been a bet of 600 from Daisy in last position. He's on a pile of air, and it's worked out for him. That's the second time we've seen Daisy be very aggressive with marginal hands. Liam, if he says if he's not going to get the cards, he's going to bet it anyway and win on a bluff, and that's what he's done. Stormin Norman very short, and with the blinds looming, it must be this hand or the next one all in. Norman has just called. He's got 150 back, but you have to imagine he's committed to this pot. King, Queen. Derek Williams, he's got an ace, and he likes it. It looks like he means to raise. Daisy O'Grady still in the middle of this one,
I have about 10.
but he won't be a factor with the 7 deuce offsuit. That is no hand.
There's a 1 minute, do you know? You want to knock your old neighbour out.
The raise was 600. Daisy with the 7 deuce. Can't imagine he could call this in a million years, and sure enough, Liam, he's got to be tossing him. Yes. Derek will take his money back. Norman all in for 350. Give 250 back to Williams, and we've got a player all in.
King Queen versus Ace 10.
Storming Norman must win this pot. It's a King Queen versus an Ace 10. Liam, who's the favorite right now with 5 to come?
Well, it's 50-50, but Derek is certainly favourite.
5 cards to come. Norman needs a pair. Oh, he's flopped a full house. The perfect flop for a King Queen, with Derek Williams drawing dead by the turn.
When you are low in chips and you see 2 big cards, you think you have a monster. So Norman only called a £200 bet to try and get more players to play in the pot so he could win more chips. As it worked out, he flopped a house of kings.
That is what you want to see when you're all in, a full house on the flop. And Liam, Norman is still in trouble, but with 700 in chips, he's got a little life left.
Dixie, 2 to 1. Muppet, evens favourite. Oh, that's a shame. Paddy Power bookmaker. Let's make things more interesting.